facility, seats more than 70,000 people, but it is a very cozy atmosphere for a football game. Eagles take over from their own 25. Sanders in the backfield for the first time. He'll get a carry, breaks out of the pack. 40, 50, Miami 40-yard line, and inside that, Jarvis Williams took him out of bounds. Thomas Sanders, 38 yards, only the 5th time he's carried the ball this year.
Well, the Eagles continuing to do what they did in the first half. They want to run the football on 1st and 10. Other than in the 2-minute drill, they've run the ball 10 times on 1st and 10 and only thrown it once, and here they come out again. Sanders does a good job of bouncing off the pile, and when you get pursued in one area and come out of a hole the other way, the only guy left to catch you is a defensive back.
If you recognize the name, it's because he spent 5 years with the Bears as a blocking back. And a backup with some great runners. Sanders again, pounding inside the 35. Got to the 34-yard line. Offerdahl again along with Jeff Cross on the tackle.
Rich Kotite, the offensive coordinator, talking to Randall Cunningham about him. All the guys on offense really are excited about what he's brought to the offense. They change up every week. They add a new play here, a new play there. They said it's really become exciting to go out and try something different and new.
Philadelphia has now rushed for 171 yards. Miami, 15. Sanders again for the 3rd consecutive time to the 31-yard line. Jeff Cross again, who's had a big game at defensive right end, makes the tackle.
Number 91, Jeff Cross, stands up. Tamburello takes on the block, does a nice job of fighting on. This is something they didn't do last week. When I talked to the defensive guys, they said, we couldn't get off the blocks last week against the Redskins to make plays. They're doing it here.
3rd and 6. Tony, number 25, is in the Eagles' backfield. Cunningham with plenty of time to Byers. That's going to be shy of the 1st down, though. Boy, Griggs was all over him along with Williams and Offerdahl. Byers is just a terrific receiver. Came into the weekend leading all running backs in pass receptions and yardage, and he's shaken up on this play.
Everybody talks about running over the middle. There he goes out and breaks in. Griggs comes up, Williams comes up, and then Offerdahl comes in and puts the finishing touches on him. That's a triple-decker sandwich. That's what that is.
Well, it looks like Offerdahl got a big chunk of Griggs, too. We'll check on his condition when we come back. 10:50 to go, 3rd period. Faced with a 4th and 1 with 10:50 to go, 3rd quarter. Keith Byers walking off the field under his own power after being attended to by the Eagle medical staff. A lot of complicated terms for calling plays. Buddy Ryan calls 2 plays. He said run the damn ball or throw the damn ball. Those are the only 2 he called.
I think this is a run the ball call.
Sanders and Tony in the backfield.
4th and inches.
And they throw the pass to Keith Jackson, 1st down. How about that call?
Oh, how about that catch? How about that throw? There was nothing easy about that. You know, they faked the run up inside, managed to get Randall sliding around a little bit. Keith Jackson just makes a great catch in between all kinds of traffic. Play action, hold the linebackers. That's a good move. Jackson now releases after the slow block. Now, it looks like he's open, but he's got somebody hanging on his... Griggs is just hanging on his left arm before the ball even gets there.
But it's a 1st down at the Miami 24-yard line. Sanders again, this time inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line. Byers on the sideline in some obvious distress.
2nd and 6.
What hurt the Dolphins last week and in the other games that they've lost, this time of possession has not been in their favor. You can't leave that defense out on the field too long. You got to stop them. You got to make a big play.
Plus, Marino can't hurt you when he's sitting down. Sanders again. He has been a big factor since Buddy Ryan put him in the backfield. He's down to the 15, Offerdahl, who has been tremendously active tonight, came in as the #1 tackler. Some of the individual statistical leaders in the game. Byers, of course, the leading receiver, as he so often is. And Miami, Offerdahl, 8 solo tackles in this ballgame.
Rushing, you can just erase off the top of the page.
Toney and Sanders in the backfield on 3rd and 2. Toney on the delay. Didn't make it. Had to get to the 14. He stopped at the 15. T.J. Turner and Jeff Cross, the ends, pinched in to get him on the delay.
Jeff Cross doing a great job. Ron Heller, number 73. He tries the old head swipe. He doesn't get him. Nice job by Cross. He just does. What that is, see, it's not a swing at somebody. You say, oh, he's throwing a punch. No, he's not. What you want to do is you want to catch that right shoulder, push him up the field like in a pass rush, and turn your rear end into the hole to give the back a place to go. That time, Cross wouldn't let him.
Ruzek for the lead from 33 yards out. He's hit 2 out of 3 tonight, and the Eagles go in front for the first time. Roger Ruzek, 2 out of 3 field goals. Philadelphia leads Saturday. We'll have a special edition of NFL Game Day that starts at 11:30 Eastern. Then on Sunday, back to our regular game day schedule at noon Eastern. Chris, Tom, Pete, and all the gang, and then at 7 o'clock, back with a complete wrap-up. We'll have all the action on prime time. Then at 8 o'clock, we'll be in Detroit to check out the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Good matchup of Neil Anderson and Barry Sanders, 2 of the premier backs in the NFL.
I think Barry Sanders is the best.
I do, too.
I think he's the best back in football.
So does Reggie White. Talking to him yesterday. Logan takes the line drive kick at the 5. Down the sideline. Nice return by Logan out to the 33. He was leading the NFL in kick returns a year ago until he was injured. William Frizzell makes the tackle. So decent field position for the Dolphins outside their own 30. We told you earlier, Marino has not had a 300-yard game this season. To this point, he has 164 yards and a touchdown, 11 out of 23. And he may need to get 300 to win this game, Joe.
Well, you know, he's going to have to try and get closer. He's going to have to throw enough passes to have that statistic. Question is, can the receivers hang on?
They'll give it on the ground to Smith. Big hole up the middle. Smith still on his feet to the Eagle 45. Brought down by Byron Evans, the middle linebacker. It's a gain of 22.
Good job by the left side. Richmond Webb, it'll be the right side of your screen. Farrell Edmonds firing out. You see Webb and Sims come out. Every one of them does a good job. Big hole, lousy tackling by the Eagles. 4 guys had a shot at him, and he was just barely brought down by Byron Evans, B&E as he's called.
Sammy Smith played in the same backfield at FSU with Marion Button. Not a bad couple of guys to go to. Smith again, this time not much running room. He crosses the 45, and Seth Joyner is there to bring him down.
I think you get the impression maybe the Dolphins are trying to establish some type of a running game, but don't be misled. This is to keep them honest. And what it'll do, it'll help set up the play action that we saw him get some big plays on earlier.
2nd and 9 for the Dolphins. Clock running, 6:13 to go, 3rd quarter. Four-man rush in time. Stratford. Fumble. And it looks like the Dolphins got it back at the 20-yard line. Stratford had it pop loose, and Miami very fortunate to have Tony Martin downfield who can fall on it after a gain of 23. Andre Waters with the big hit knocked it loose.
Boy, are the Eagles just rocking them. I mean, watch this hit. Stratford does an excellent job, puts a good move inside. Oh, beats Seth Joyner way inside. Watch this, got the ball, even tried to tuck it up, but look at the shot Waters puts on. Oh, I'll tell you, he can hit you.
That's the second forced fumble for Waters. Ball loose again. Eagles are signaling they've got it, and they do. Holy cow.
This is just a missed exchange between the quarterback and the running back. Coach Shula is shaking his head after they've made big plays. They've recovered 3 fumbles. Sammy just went wider than Dan thought he was going to go. Marino trying to reach out to him. The timing is so precise on handoffs. A guy opens it up like the jaws of a fish. You got to put the bait in, and if you don't, they're going to close it before it gets there.
Big break for the Eagles. They get the ball at their own 20. Myers is back in there with a bruised knee. On the ground to Sanders. Offerdahl stands him up, got some help in the middle. 5:11 to go, third quarter. The Eagles, who trailed 10-0, are now up 13-10 on Miami. Mike Patrick and Joe Theismann with you. And it's been exactly what we expected out of this ball game. The Eagles, after a 2-4 start, now 7-5, sailing toward the playoffs. The Dolphins 9-3, still trying to win their division. Cunningham takes off. He just outruns people. Dives for the first down and has it. Coming into this game, Randall Cunningham was number 6 in the NFC in rushing. Number 6. The first quarterback in the history of the NFL to lead his team rushing 3 years in a row. He's got a chance to get 1,000 yards.
And he will lead it again this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got just an incredible amount of numbers coming into this. 678 yards coming into this and 4 rushing touchdowns. And, he knows how to take care of himself. That's the amazing thing. He doesn't take the big shots that knock quarterbacks out of games.
Sanders, this time hitting the backfield, and it looked like Jeff Cross did a great job again closing down from his right defensive end spot. That's the SeaWorld blimp, Shamu, the airship, joining us today from the world's premier marine life park. All right, quickly, Joe, how much helium is in that blimp?
A lot.
Very good. 235,000 cubic feet.
Well, that was going to be my other guess if you didn't get it.
Well, a lot counts. Here comes the blitz. Williams. Cunningham gets away. Dancing across the 35 to the 36. Odom, Griggs, Offerdahl. Everybody converged on him. But Jarvis Williams came up with a handful of air on the blitz.
That's a mismatch. When you've got anybody running free at Randall Cunningham and he gets a chance to put a move on you, it is absolutely a mismatch. And Jarvis Williams did as good a job as you can do. Came under control, still didn't get his hands on him.
Here's where Cunningham stands on the all-time list. Only Fran Tarkenton ahead of him. But Tarkenton took 17 years. Cunningham has done it in less than 6. Throws complete to Williams across midfield, brought down at the 42-yard line by Jarvis Williams. There is a flag down in the Eagle backfield. Preliminary call is a hold. This game has been relatively penalty-free, too. It's been well played.
It has. 2 teams playing at a very intense level and playing it in between the white lines.
You see Buddy. He's one of the most...
Holding, number 66 offense, still third down.
That's Ron Solt, the former Pro Bowler right tackle. Buddy Ryan is such a delight to talk to. Whether you agree with him or not, like him or not, he is upfront and honest. He will tell you exactly what he thinks, and he doesn't pull a punch.
He's a player's coach. He is. He's a player's coach. I mean, we were talking on the field before. I said, good luck down the road. Maybe we'll see you in the playoffs. He said, oh, no, you will.
He asked him about a team he's going to play. So we're better now. We'll kill it. Third and long. Cunningham dumps it to Tony. And this time, E.J. Jr. is waiting for him and